It is time. It is time, she said. And then she said, what a glorious morning. It makes me sick. I do have the Hocus Pocus tarot deck and guidebook. I had it for a while. And I remember the other day, like, wait a minute. It's the time. This is the time. And I haven't played with this one. And it's because I was going to do an unboxing about a month ago when I got it, and then I never got around it. So let's do it. Why don't you join me? First of all, you know me, I love hard boxes. I think it really is a great addition to the deck, and I know a lot of people likes to put them on bags, and I do have some that I put on little baggies, but I love me a deck with a hard box because it just saves me time and the need to have to care for an extra box or have to acquire, a box to keep it safe. So first of all, I do like the boxes, and I know that is probably not what you're expecting on an unboxing, but I like that. Um, the characters, they look very true to the actors that play them, obviously in a very caricaturesque way. And well, the box in the back has some samples of Winnie with the book. I love that one. So let's see what it looks like. Daggedy beans on the box, as in the movie, making sure that who goes there and who gets in there. And oh my god, the book is on color. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. All the cards are on color and they all have a little description. Okay, so let's see what the suits look like. All the major arcana have one page, full illustration, and then the explanation there, or description, whatever you want to call it. The dad is the emperor, so is the mom the empress, I'm assuming. There's the mom taking the photo. And okay, so let's see what the suits look like. So the wands are candles, which is on the style of the Marseille. Not people, just the candle, just the actual element. And then pumpkins, I am thinking that the pumpkins will be the coins, unless otherwise we are told towards the end. Let me see. The pumpkins have faces and expressions. Yeah, this has to be the maybe the coins. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, I'm assuming that the lightning will be swords, and this is just me making assumptions here. And then the potions should be cups. Yep, that's what makes sense, actually. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to the cards because that's what we want. Look at the back of the cards. I love it. They're little stars, like a dimension out there. Dust comes to dust. Look at the bottom of the box. It's the black candle. Oh my God, this is so cool. And of course, you don't see this until you pull the whole deck of cards. So here we have Mr. Thacker Beans as the Fool. And then she's the Magician, of course. Love it. Aww. Sarah is the High Priestess. Then we have the Empress and the Emperor. The Hierophant is the book. Makes a lot of sense. I like it. And I mean, if you love the movie, you're gonna love that these are the lovers when the note gets passed. Mary is the Chariot. The little sister will be Strength. Bill is the Hermit. Okay, what is this on the Wheel of Fortune? It's hard to make, and I don't have my glasses. I think it's the little girl carrying Thackeray Beans. I don't have my glasses. I'm sorry. Justice, as the Tree Fates, is all three sisters together, or is Justice the man on the town trying to lynch them? You make sense of it. Suspension, which will be, what is number 12? I'm blanking on it. So if 11 is Justice, what is 12? I am so blanking on it. Anyway, 13, which is Death, is Transformation, and is the transformation of Thackeray Binks. And then Temperance will be, I can't remember her name, but you know who she is. The Devil, of course, has to be the Devil guy. The Tower is their house. The Star is the very first little girl who actually died. Mary as the Moon. Makes sense. She barks and howls. And Stoned Winifred is the sun. It does make a lot of sense. The burial site, the hollow ground, is Judgment. And the end of the movie is the world. As archetypes go and how the movie is done and how they all move throughout the movie, I do see very much so why they choose who they choose for each one of the major arcana. So I'm very happy with that. I'm satisfied. I think it will be very easy to interpret for people who are familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. Couldn't think of the word. So I really like that. So now we have the King of Potions, who is Bill. The Queen of Potions, the teacher. The Knight of Potions, the hands of the witches. And the Page of Potions, Thackeray on human form. And then, of course, we have all the potions on the suits, which I think is obviously cups. Oh, this one actually has a person who is Mary, actually. The Nine of Potions. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, let's see what the next suit people of the court look like. Ooh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's see if you remember him. I put a spell on you. The singer is the King of Candles. Mom as Madonna is the Queen of Candles. The Knight of Candles is the black candle itself. And the Page of Candles is the little sister who was a riot. She was a pistol. Ace of Candles, bless you. Remember her? All right, cool. And then we have all of the other parts of the suit of candles. I like the 4 candles. Look at this. This is very cool. So this will be the ones, obviously. And again, they don't have a whole lot of people. They are done on the Marseille style. However, I think they're pretty cool. And now, let's see. The pumpkins. I am assuming that the pumpkins are what will be coins. So we have the mansion as the king of coins. Pardon me, king of pumpkins. The little girl at the party as the queen of pumpkins. The knight of pumpkins is the little rascals still in the candy corn, the candy stuff. And the page is a combination. This is so cool. Of all the kids that were trick-or-treating that Halloween night. The ace is Scarecrow. Look at this. These are so cute. They really are very cute. Love them, love them, love them. 6 of pumpkins or 6 of coins. Very nice. I can see the system of the Rider-Waite-Smith translated here. And of course, it's a very cool deck. And now we have the Knight of Lightning. Max, when he did that trick with the water. The Queen of Lightning. The Master's wife. The Knight of Lightning is the bus driver. Makes a lot of sense. And the Page of Lightning are, again, the little rascal, the little vandal kids that steal Max's shoes. And then we have the Lightning. So this will be the equivalent on the Rider-Waite-Smith as the heart that is penetrated by 3 swords. Very well done, in my opinion. Very well done. Wow. The 4 of Lighting. The 5. Of course, the scarier ones are the ones that represent swords. What does the Knight of Lighting look like? Yep. Ooh, so scary. Anyway, I do love the whole thing. So now I'm going to tell you what not to do. Because this is what I do, right? I love the deck. Like I told you before, I love the box. I love that it's a very sturdy box. And because the way I interpret the tarot, I personally have no use for the booklet. Other than it's a collector's item, and eventually I read, what the author put here. And every reader does their own thing. So I don't want to have to be putting the book in and out every time I'm doing a reading. So I'm going to let you in a little secret. You can pull the insert of the box. Now it's taking me a minute because I'm doing it while showing you, but it's not that hard to pull it. Okay, come on. And now that I open my mouth, it's getting hard. Okay, here we go. So you pull out the insert. Now you have an empty box. Put the little booklet. on the bottom, and you put back the insert into the box. And just make sure, you know, it's all squared so it looks sturdy as it was when you first opened the box. As a matter of fact, I think I want those slips under and not over. No, they go over. So it forms a perfectly good box again. The insert goes back into the box. And now is parallel to the edge of the box. And then, of course, you can put your deck, you know, you put the ribbon back down, and then you put your cards in there. And it becomes a perfectly usable, for those who do use the cards to read constantly, a perfect storage place. The cards are not dancing or anything because they are nicely tucked in. And the book will be forever on the bottom of your box. So if you ever need to access the book, you can take it back out. Like I say, because the way I read, I never need the boxes. I never need the books. I just don't, because I go by the Rider-Waite-Smith system. So a gajillion out of 10, I recommend, especially if you watch the movie and if you're a fan of the movie and you love the movie just like I do. Yes, I'm a real witch. I'm a pagan. I am not offended by them. I think it's a wonderful movie. And contrary to popular opinion, that a lot of people didn't like the part 2, I find the part 2 to be very telling of our times, and the old witches learning new tricks and learning that power should be shared. So I think it's a very cute movie. Leave your comments. Leave your opinions in the comments. Did you like the new movie? Did you like part 2? You didn't like part 2? What aspects of it you think are interesting and likable, and what aspects of it do you think are like really not your cup of tea? Are you a Wiccan practitioner? Are you a tarot practitioner? Are you a pagan practitioner? Are you a witch? Tell me in the comments what do you think about it? There is one thing and one thing only that I didn't like on the new movie, and is the huge store advertising. If you've seen part 2, you know what I'm talking about. Um, I am assuming, obviously, that store paid probably half of the budget for the movie to be made. And good for them, right? If they have that kind of money to insert such huge advertisement inside a movie, more power to them. It brings it to contemporary times, you know. It makes you see, like, okay, we're living on 2022 real world universe. However, that kind of threw me off to be part of the movie. However, it does not affect neither the story nor the plot nor the message. So, you know, I can live with it. Do I prefer the first movie? Of course, who doesn't? But in my personal opinion, Hocus Pocus 2 has shown us that number 2 movies can be done with quality, and we should demand that kind of quality from part 2 movies. That is just my personal opinion on the film. I'm not a film critic or anything, I'm just a fan. And of course, do I recommend the tarot deck? Of course I do. As a collector's item, yes. You don't have to open, you already see what it looks like. Do I recommend it for work? I think it's a very good working deck. And that's my take. That's my 2 cents. My name is Laura Gonzalez, and you can find me here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere in social media. You are loved.